Please be advised of the disclaimers.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Pinnacle Trading here. Today we had a solid day trade on UGAZ and UNG, so we're trading natural gas for day trade profit and swing trade profit. So let's jump into it. But first, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell button next to it to stay notified. Alright, let's jump into the trade. So right now it's about 12:50 Eastern time. So UGAZ is trading at around 15.9 to 16. Had a nice run up from yesterday's drop. Nice recovery. MMs or the big guy shaking out weak hands so that they can load up, which we've seen all day. Nice volume throughout the day. So the day trade that I had on this one, I called it out all the way up over here. So I picked it up at a 14.9 pre-market. So that was all the way right over here between that 720 to 740, that area. Picked it up at 14.9. Luckily got filled. I was on a different broker, that's why you don't see my trades on this one here, but got filled at 14.9 area. And what happened, it ran up all the way from there to about 16 now, but it alerted profits at about 15.6 area. So what happened, we got a run up from 14.9. that's where I called it out pre-market. If you were to even still get in the market, you would have gotten around 15 to 15.2, somewhere between that area. But even then, I alerted profits. First profits alerted 2/3 at 14.9 all the way up to 15.5. So 60-cent move right off the bat. So if you're trading 100 shares, that's $60 per 100 shares profit. So what happened from there? I alerted remaining profits at 15.87. And then we got the dip on that one. So that time it was at 10.28. So that was right about here in the middle. We got a small, nice run up, and then we got a big gap up later on over there. But alerted profits right about that region. Ran up a little bit more, sold off, and we got a triple top test right here. You see that triple top test of that 15.82, 15.88 area. And then we finally broke right now, just about 10-20 minutes ago. Broke over 16. So that was a day trade. That was more than a $1.10 move on that one, which I learned earlier in the chat and the alerts. Next, I took another on my other account, and I took that with UNG. So I added UNG pre-market at 9 a.m. at 20.58, and I exited on that one, took profits at around 20.8. So let's take a look at UNG. So UGAZ and DGAZ are the ETNs for natural gas, and UNG is another fund that sort of tracks it. It's pretty much one fund. There's no inverse. It's not a bullish or bearish. It's up or down, just like SPY or TQQQ, something like that. So UGAZ is bullish, UNG goes up. Natural gas is bearish, UNG goes down. So I traded this one because it doesn't have DK, since I got nice profits on my swing trades so far this year. Just been trading this one on and off. So UNG, this one I took at 20.58 entry. So that was right about here in the morning, or sorry, in the pre-market, and I took that at 9 a.m. 20.58 right here. I added small positions. Slowly got into about 200 shares, and I took profit on that right on that spike up all the way up at about 20.8 area right there. So I took profits on that day trade at about 10:30. So that was about 20.8 area. So that was a nice trade as well, and I showed that winning trades on this one. That was a nice $41 profit. A little bit more, give or take, but I got in at 20.59 average, 200 shares, sold at 20.8 area, and a $41 profit, 1% return on the day on that trade itself, not counting the UGAZ. So that's how I day traded it. But I'm going to show you how I found that pattern and why I took it. So I use Bollinger Bands personally, but you're welcome to use whichever one. A lot of people use the VWAP bands. So let's zoom in a little bit on this one. So what do we see pre-market in this region right here? We see that it's holding that mid Bollinger Band. It's holding, we see a little bit sell off, shake out of weak hands, and we see a nice run up. So what happened yesterday? This is important. We see that it held at 16 support, and whenever it broke, it sold off but gapped up. It was trying to hug that 15.8 to 16 area, and it sold off, came down. Look at the lows right here at 15.32. ran up again. So what does that tell me? That buyers or institutions, the big guys, they're basically holding this over 15. It didn't break below 15, but it did pre-market. So what does that tell us? That they're selling it off so that they can buy it even cheaper from people that are selling. So what happened? It runs up. That's why I got in 14.9, and it ran up all the way to 16. So if you took my alert, that's more than $1 move on the day. But looking at the intraday action, which is important as well, you have the level 2 here, time and sales here. If you're not familiar with it, just leave it out for now, but mainly look at the chart. Looking at this, we see a nice hold of the 9 EMA. That's what I have here. The 9 EMA is the yellow line that I use. We see it run up over it, and we see a nice hug of the 9 EMA. We see a nice run up, and that's why I took profits on this gap up right here. That was on UNG, not on UGAZ. So I took alerted profits on this right over here. So what happened, as soon as it breaks, I said take the remaining of profits, get out of the trade, we're good for the day. What happened, it broke, sold off, and we got another gap up, and then it sold off. So every time it holds that 9 EMA, it makes that nice run up. So that's what you want to look for. So anytime it breaks, that's where you want to be covering profits. And then we got another buy alert on this one here, and then it goes up. So I'll show you the same thing on the VWAP bands if you're using that. Some people like to use this one a little bit better. I like Bollinger Bands better myself. I used to use this before. It was a little bit more noise from the script itself. So what happened? This is a little bit more clear on this one. We see a nice write up on the EMA, come back, take profits, another run up, take profits, and get back in. That's how we can keep day trading it back and forth if you're scalping. But if you're just riding this out, just look for the breakout, make a nice run up, test out the upper band, and take profit. That's where my script fired that seller alert, and that's it. So I got buy alerts in the pre-market, sell alerts in the market, took profit, and that's it. That was done for the day. So what happened? It still continued to run up, but we don't really care because we get profits. We're looking for an hour or 2 hour in the markets, preferably less than an hour on the day trade, half hour if possible, but less than an hour on the market, and then volume dies out and just moves sideways or maybe a little up and down. So that's it on the day trade. That's how I found this trade, and that's why I took it, and it was a nice profitable day trade. So if you are on the swing trade, I'm going to do a quick update on this one. This is going to be my regular script looking at the 180 day. So what do we see here? We see a 9 EMA curl back down, but then we see a nice run up on this. So looking at the Fibonacci, which I have posted in the chat room in the announced education section, it's right over here. That's free if you're in the chat room, and the chat room is completely free to join. What do we see on that there? We see on the Fibonacci script, let's look at it right here. So we see resistance at 1709. What happened? It dumped below, so we got the sell off. So let's look at the 30 day. So have this load up here, and once you load up the Fibonacci script on this one, we can take a look and see how it works. So that wasn't loading up, so I'm going to load up UGAZ here again. Okay, so we see 30 day. What do we see right here? We see 17.48 resistance hit, but it got rejected and sold off, and we saw a bearish report yesterday. So after that, what happened is we saw a support test, broke below, tested the next major support, which is every dollar support or every $5 support on this ETN specifically, and it bounced off of that region and broke through the resistance. That's why it broke up nicely throughout the day. So that's how I play it. Play it by the Fibonacci support resistance level, and you got to really look at the indicators and just see how it plays out every day, and that's how we get practice on this one and keep trading it for profits back to back every single day. It becomes very, very easy to identify these patterns, and once you guys head into my course, which I'll be releasing later this year, I will teach everything step by step on how to find these patterns, trade them every single day, swing trade, invest in the stock market, etc. So hope you found this video helpful, and again, if you want to join the chat room, head over to my channel if you're not already on it, and the chat room join button is right here, or else you can head over to the website and pinnacletrading.us, join right there. Ignore the free 1 week trial, it's completely free. Click that join now button to join, And next, if you're in the description below, I'll leave the link below to join the chat room as well. So I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell button next to it to stay notified. And make sure to support Pinnacle Trading on social media. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll see you all again in my next video.